Makini Manu joining me. The co-main event taking on the Dumpling in Abu Dhabi. Power slap number 16.
Yes,
How
sir.
excited are you to take on what is seen to be a number one contender match?
I'm actually extremely excited. Um, I wasn't expecting this match, but I prefer this match over a title fight with Hawaiian Hitman.
Why is that?
It's the Dumpling, man. He's the guy that I mean, the story's been told. You know, Dana White made this after that dude, I believe, right? Like, he's a legend. Everybody knows who he is. Um, and I'll take that fight any day.
I mean, right now, Dumpling is going up against, the Hawaiian poly invasion, seemingly, one after the other. You guys don't stop coming at it.
All
Do
right,
you think you're the most dangerous that he's faced?
absolutely. I think I'm the number one Polynesian in this whole league.
Just poly? You don't want to go poly,
Oh,
Tongan,
well,
and
yeah,
Hawaiian?
yeah,
Group them all
yeah. I
together?
mean, we were all together, like Tongan, Hawaiian, Samoan. I'm the number one guy. I
All
believe
right,
it.
all
I
right.
know it, and I mean, I'll say I'm the number, not even the number one Polynesian, just the number one slapper in all of power slap for super heavyweights.
Awesome, man. I mean, I love that confidence. You've been on quite a tear as of late. You've climbed up the ranks. I think they could have even given you a title match and nobody would have batted an eye that it
Yeah.
wasn't deserved up until this point. But Dumpling is the competitor that'll be standing across from you at that table. What do you see from him in his game in this part of his career, and how do you plan to exploit it?
Um, just I mean, I coach football, so I do a lot of film breakdown just a weekly, just to get my guys ready for the next game. So I do that same preparation for slap. So I've watched every piece of footage I could find of the dumpling going to like gentleman MMA fighting to him slapping and power slap and things that aren't a part of power slap. Um, I'm I I'm not gonna say my plan, but I'm very prepared in the film, and I know I'm a lot faster striker. I feel like I'm a lot stronger striker. Um, like no disrespect to anybody, the hardest person that I've felt hit from has been Danny Van Heerden, and that one I would want to run a rematch back with that in the future sometime, just so that we could make it a definitive answer of who's the best is like with us two. But just with everything that I've studied of the dumpling, um, I don't think he brings the punch that everybody was expecting. I know he fought. I don't even know the guy's name. That he knocked out his very first fight, but he hasn't been able to put anybody else away. So, I'm confident in my chin to resist anything that he has to blow at me. But this one I'm actually excited because it's only 3 rounds, and I'm gonna be the
Mhm.
first one to take like in a 3 round fight. My lucky number's three. I've been knocking out everybody in round three, so my goal is to expect to knock him out by round three.
Yeah, I mean, against Dwayne Crespo, you knocked him out, and in quite emphatic fashion. Obviously, a viral moment. Dwayne Crespo recently also announcing his retirement from Power Slap. You looking at your resume, you're 5-0 up until this point. You know, I kind of see what you mean. I mean, you're 5-0, but if you look at the athletes that you fought, none of them are in the top five right now in the division. I kind of feel as
Yeah.
if feeding you, Dumpling kind of gives you that extra undeniable route to the title. I don't want you to look past Dumpling because, as you said, when he fought Camille the polar bear, he was able to knock him out in one strike. We've seen Dumpling struggle a little bit with the rules in Power Slap. And even more so, I think in recent time, we see him having issues transferring that power, with the rotation through his core. I know you're an athlete, you played football, you're not that far removed from it. Do you feel like the athletic prowess that you bring, your ability to get down, to get low, to twist, to generate the power from your legs through your core into your strike, do you feel like that's going to be your strategic advantage to help you in this match?
Absolutely. I feel like because I've trained so much my whole life that right now it's natural. And I'm not saying that Dumpling doesn't have anything to bring, because he's a farmer, or as far as I've seen in his like stories is that he farms daily. So, I mean, we know the farmers in the Midwest, the cornbread big boys that play offensive line in the NFL. Those guys are
Mm-hmm.
just a whole different breed of people. Like they may not be the most athletic people, but they're so strong just because their daily life is work work work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't work 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 daily like that. So I feel like his advantage is his daily life, and my advantage is what I chose to do to become an elite athlete before power slap.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna say that I do the most to exercise to be fit for power slap. But I do train to make sure my strikes are accurate or as accurate as can be.
For
So
sure. I mean, you definitely.
that's really my training regimen. I don't really lift too often because I don't know. I should probably lift more and train more. But I'm afraid to train a lot and then lose. Then in
Yeah.
my head I'm like, what I trained for? Why did I do all this work just to get whooped? You know what I mean? So um and so like I'm gonna let my past help me out now. But I know Dumpling, he's a foreigner, so I don't even know what Russian mindsets are.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've seen in movies, they're pretty intimidating. I mean, Rocky Four, it's a big example, and in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm Rocky in Rocky Four. He just killed my best friend. Now I'm gonna try to come back and get vengeance, but you know, uh, uh, that's my head just goes everywhere.
Yeah.
But my athletic ability, I definitely am depending on it for this.
For sure. I mean, yeah, definitely great breakdown. I mean, when you get in the technical side of it, you're right on that one. You've been able to clean up your strikes. As of recently, the last couple of matches, I think, are much cleaner matches from you in Power Slap. I'm seeing you be much more calm, cool, collected. Joking up there on stage. Do you kind of feel like you're coming into a new chapter in kind of your career where you've seen a lot now in 5 matches, and you just know you're comfortable being up there, that you're going to be able to take care of everything you need to and ultimately come out with the victory?
Absolutely. I still do a Haka, a little snippet of the Haka every single fight, and so I'm gonna keep that MO the same. But um, that really helps me get the adrenaline pumping because I feel like I've seen guys go up there and fight without adrenaline, and they get
Mm-hmm.
knocked out quick. But when that adrenaline's pumping through me, I don't feel any hit until after the fight when I'm cooled down. So, and then I was like, dang, I guess they did hit me hard. Like I won.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne probably did the most damage to me, but it was by that next Monday it was healed up. But like, you could see him putting his all into it, and
Mm-hmm.
but like I'm telling you that preparation just from the Haka just like gets me hyped. But and I noticed that they were bringing a bunch of wrestlers, so I'm like, okay, so not only do they want us to be able to take the strike, but they want us to be entertaining. And so, what people may have thought, oh, Terp is like in his past fights, oh, that's so excessive, but that's what everybody wants, So,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna try and be myself, and so that's the fun part is that I'm not that mean person, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the Brandon Bordeaux. I get slapped and I yell right in your face right after getting not getting knocked out. I'm more
Yeah.
of like joking around up there. And so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the language barrier is gonna work, but I've been learning some Russian to try and see if like I say it to him and he'll be like laughing back or something. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But I don't know if I'm even learning the right Russian, so we'll see what happens.
Too funny, man. Love it. Love to see that showmanship, entertainment aspect, kind of come out within your game. I mean, you've had it the entire time. Just kind of looking at it. I mean, I don't know if I want to ask you because I think you're going to lie to me again. But I asked you last time. I asked you weight wise what you're going to come in at. Originally you were like 212. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be 380. And you come in at like 224 or something like that. You went the other way of what you said. Um, the crazy Hawaiian at his best was 400 plus. I know you talked about the longevity and the health of getting below that 400 mark, but do you think here in Power Slap that it is a strategic advantage to be over that 400 mark and truly carry that additional weight?
Um, it I can educationally say it is an advantage. Because I haven't lost yet. And I mean, the advantage I had over Crespo was crazy. I had a 140-pound weight advantage. And so, but I'm happy that I did get to go against Rousey because he was closer to 400, and so I got big guys on my belt, of knocking out. So it's not just being able to put out people that are under 300, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I think that's a pretty good thing to say. Yeah, 400 plus. Yeah, it's a big advantage, but um, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot this time. But I'm gonna
Of
come
course.
in less than I weighed in ever because I weighed in at 415 last fight, and so if I weigh in at 410, that's still less than what I've ever weighed in at.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'll be 400 plus. I don't know if I'll be 390. But I'll tell you this: ever since I got this head football job, I've been walking and moving a lot more and having to be more active than being in the gym coaching volleyball. So it's
Okay.
I'm getting more steps in.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're lying to me. I see the golf cart there in the back that you drive around in.
Hey man, hey.
I'm joking, man. All good, man. All good. I mean, you fought primarily in Las Vegas. Obviously, the last time we see you in New Orleans. Going over to Abu Dhabi this time around. You excited for a change of scenery?
Yes, I'm excited to finally use my passport. They told us to get our passport last year, and I got my passport, and it's been sitting there just not being used. And I'm excited to get my first stamp on it, and say I'm an international traveler. So I'm stoked for Abu Dhabi. And I hope I get one of those traditional wear things that they got when they went last time. The
Yeah.
fighters they got like the custom. I don't know what it's called, but um,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want one.
100%. I mean, they're definitely, they take care of their guests when they're there, so I'm sure you'll be taken care of through and through. You'll have an opportunity to be able to see the sights, have the
Yeah,
activities, participate. If you're a racing fan, check out Ferrari World. Definitely worth checking out when you're there on Yaz
yep.
Island. But you're going there for a purpose. You're going there for a victory. I know this is going to kind of sound funny. Maybe we'll get it translated later on. But in English, tell me what you would say to Dumpling and what he should be prepared for come fight night.
Dumpling, thank you for accepting the fight. I'm extremely excited to fight against a legend, the person that uh, basically kind of made this sport happen. And so, um, shoot, come bring your best, and I guess Das Vidania.
Awesome, my man. I appreciate you joining me. Much respect. I'll let you get back there to doing some film study with the football team. Keep on winning, my man. We'll see you there in Abu
All
Dhabi.
right, thank you, brother.